Hey guys, what's up? Work here. Looks like I made that announcement for the 100 subscriber Q&A just in time. We hit 100 subs almost immediately after that, which is just awesome. Thank you so much for that. So here I am, ready to answer all of your burning questions. And you guys really did a great job. Like, these are some great questions that I'm about to answer. Up first is Stalked by Cats. He has a few questions. I'll answer them in order. Why are some of the cutest animals, grizzly bears, tigers, and other big cats, also the most dangerous? You know, here's the thing. A lot of animals that are not that cute are also very dangerous. For example, the box jellyfish is incredibly deadly. But I mean, look at this guy. Look at this stupid, ugly, brainless, cowardly, idiotic little bag of fuck that has no friends and never will. Okay, so that's the first part of the question. The second part is, what is the coolest thing to get turned on by, regardless of whether you get turned on by it yourself or not? You know, everybody has their own interests. They have a certain type of person that they like. They enjoy certain activities, and certain fantasies excite them the most. To me personally, there's nothing better than having a good, solid connection with someone, though. Being able to truly explore not only who they are, but who you are through them. I'm talking about the kind of connection and the kind of love where nothing really matters, where you've got each other. This is the kind of connection that can only be built through years of trust, through years of open and honest communication, truly exposing yourself for who you are and trusting that they will not harm you in your vulnerable state. It's incredibly easy to keep a wall around yourself and to never let anybody in and to see who you truly are. But if you find someone where you can make that connection, where you can let those walls down and just be yourself, be the weird, unique, cool, amazing person who you are, who nobody else in the world is like. There's only one of you after all. That kind of connection doesn't come easily, it doesn't come quickly, and it doesn't come often, but it's truly special and should be cherished when it happens. Anyway, yeah, that's the best kink. That's that right there. That's what it is. It's that. Okay, our next question comes from John Outlook, and John says, "Or you, or are you not, a pile of rats in a trench coat? Sorry if it's too personal." Yeah, apology not accepted, because what the fuck kind of question is that? Of course I'm not a bunch of rats in a trench coat. What the fuck? I mean, you know, what I'm trying to say is, thank you for the question. Hey, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, so our next set of questions comes from Struvel Defender. For any German audience members, I'm sorry. Like, I don't speak German, and I'm probably gonna mess this up. The pronunciations, I mean. The first question is, what is your favorite of the original Struwwelpeter stories? Struwwelpeter is a book by Heinrich Hoffmann. It's a collection of poems for children. It's fucking crazy. I mean, the shit that happens in it is amazing. Like, there's this story about this kid who sucks his thumb, and his mom's like, "Hey, don't suck your thumb." And then and then this crazy guy comes in with a giant pair of scissors and cuts his thumbs off. That's the whole story. Then there's this other story about this kid who, like, just, all he does is he walks out in the rain, and so the sky eats him and he dies. Anyway, back to the question at hand. I think if I had to choose a favorite, I would choose the one with the hare. I think that's pretty cool. So what happens in it is there's this hunter who's trying to shoot a hare, and so the hare comes out with, like, these fucking jukes. Oh, look at the cleanse, look at the moves! Faker! What was that? First he breaks the hunter's ankles, then he shoots him down a well. It's pretty great. Now, Struwwel Defender has written and sent me her own versions of the Struwwelpeter poems. These are mostly to give, like, redemptions to the characters, most of whom died and or became mutilated. Since it is a little bit niche and, you know, kind of like a private thing, I'm just gonna zoom right through the questions related to those. In fact, I'm just gonna go through them right now. Which one's my favorite? Probably the one about Peter. He becomes less Struwwel. I think that's pretty based. Do I mind that you prefer to have the kids still alive? No, I actually agree with you with that. It's kind of weird that the kids die in the book. Does Hans's fear of water seem far-fetched to me? No. What does seem far-fetched to me is that the kid who sucked his thumb randomly grew them back after they got cut off by the tailor. Would I watch the Struwwelpeter movie for money? Yeah, it seems cool. I actually really like the book for the most part, so I'd be happy to watch the movie. And if I could get paid to do so, I mean, that's even better. Isn't the tailor a jerk? Yeah, you know what? The tailor is a jerk. Who does that? He's just some random guy who goes into people's houses and cuts off the thumbs of people who suck their thumbs. Like, where do you even come from? What, what are you? All right, that was a lot of time spent on that one question. Let's look at a shorter one. Dummy Dum says, all right. Let's look at another question. Rayu says, can I has Chesburger? Yeah, sure. Once Rick Astley is done charging his laser, I'll have him ride over on the Nyan Cat to deliver it to you. It is over $9,000 for this delivery, but I'm sure you can afford it. Fuck! Our next question comes from Goth. Whoa, work herself? My question is, marry me? I mean, yeah, like, if you want me to be your waifu, I'll be your waifu, but, you know, I kind of have to offer that to everyone else, too, just because that keeps people subscribed and watching. Because, you know, like, if they think I'm cute, then they'll watch my videos, and they'll, you know, it'll be good. It'll be good. I like growing my channel. Cake Pants asks, what's the scariest Five Nights at Freddy's game? Alright, so there are plenty of games in the Five Nights at Freddy's series. If you count all the spin-offs and everything, there's over 40. Some of them are secret, though. My personal favorite is number 34 in the series, but there are certain rules you must follow in order to access it, you know, like a secret code, secret passwords, you know, it's top secret stuff. For more information, please Google the phrase Five Nights at Freddy's Rule 34. Alright, the next set of questions comes to us from Bloom. I'm just gonna skip around this one for no particular reason. What is your favorite food? Honestly, I really like pizza. You ever had pizza with pineapples and jalapenos and grilled chicken on it? I know that sounds awful, but trust me, it's a really cool combination. Do it stink? Does what stink? Like the pizza? I hope not. I mean, it's got cheese on it, but okay, next question. Would you rather have no thumbs or no toes? I mean, I really like having, you know, thumbs and toes. If I had to get rid of one, I guess it would be my toes. If you could have a small companion / sidekick to follow you around forever, who or what would it be? I really like Flumps from D&D, so I would pick one of those. If you were Hariri Potter, would you enslave Dobby again by taking away that dusty sock? I mean, if I was Hariri Potter, then I guess that would, you know, I would have the personality and the mind of Hariri Potter, and that character is known for his evil deeds, so yeah, I think so. Is it hard being a Celeburdai? I mean, if I knew what that was, I'd probably say yes. Who is your greatest role model? It's tied between the two people most prominently featured in this picture from Wikipedia in the article about grinding. What's the square root of -1? What the fuck? The final question here is, how deep does the lore go? Suffice to say, pretty fucking deep. Phelan Dercock says, Alle sehr schon, aber es die Nummern 10 und 1. Eine Warmth, da online Brünett und ein anderes Blondine. Es wäre unfair, wenn ich vorwählen würde. Yeah, I fucking completely agree. You know what, man? You are saying the truths that no one else is willing to say. You know why they're not willing to say it? Because they're afraid. They're afraid of what would happen if that information got out to the public. But you know what? Here I am. I'm here to amplify your words because I believe in them, and I believe in you. Everything you just said, abso-fucking-lutely. I don't speak German, by the way. These next questions are from Busch Gardens fandom. What's your dream place to visit? As far as earthly locations go, probably like the Grand Canyon, or I'd love to see the Great Wall of China. I'd also love to go to the North Pole and meet Santa Claus. That's my favorite place in all of Antarctica. Have you ever met someone famous? I can't say I have, but maybe one day I'll finally be able to meet my role models. That'd be awesome. If you could live anywhere, where would it be? I've heard of this woman called Baba Yaga, and I guess she has a house with chicken legs, so that'd be really cool. So I would want to live in her house because it has chicken legs. Which genre of music do you listen to most? My taste in music is quite varied. However, I would say that I generally listen to various genres of rock most. As far as a favorite band, it would probably be Foo Fighters, though I also quite like Rush, Gorillaz, and King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Our next set of questions comes from Wheat Thicks. Does Bruno Mars is gay? Wow, that's a very good question. Thank you for asking it. Do you have a friend named Eric? Yeah, I mean, I have lots of friends, totally. I have friends. I have friends with lots of names. I have lots of different friends and they have different names. One of them is named Eric. Is he hot? Yes. If there was a universe built to destroy all dimensions, would they all be destroyed, or would there be an infinite amount of impregnable dimensions that could withstand the destruction, rendering the existence of any all-destroying universes moot? That's a really good question, but the thing is, the universes aren't really built like that. The planes, as I currently understand them, exist in a total number of 5, that being the in, out, up, and down. I guess there are the crossroads as well, if you want to count that. I personally don't, but, you know, some people do. If that's something that you guys are interested in hearing more about, let me know. I would love to make a full lore video for you guys. This next question is from Maruruk2K. If you have a lot of imagination, I'm interested on this question. Have you had any fantasies, something Eero taken from some animation plus 18 that you ever wanted to experience? Genres or favorite genre and why? Yeah, I've always really found heroism to be very compelling. Grand acts of romance and overcoming vast challenges in order to be with the one you love. I just think it's really cool, and I really like it when, you know, we have heroic characters doing heroic things. I think that's hot. Maybe one day I can be a hero.
Now everybody, prepare your booty holes for the great Bum Bum Race! It's spanking time! It's spanking time! Why? Because it's spanking time. 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 I'm naked.
Jiffy Tunes Animations asks, opinions on Shrek. Shrek is really cool. I very much enjoyed the first movie, and I thought the second movie was pretty good too. I never really watched the third movie, and I kinda stopped following it at that point. Puppet Plays asks, Pokemon, yes, yes, yes. You thought you'd get away with not answering at least one question about Pokemon? Well, I think not. Fave starter of all time, and why? So, my first Pokemon game was Pokemon Sapphire. I got a Torchic, so, you know, that obviously gives it a special place in my heart. I have also heard that they were inspired by painted chicks, and the whole story behind that, I won't really get into it. It's kind of cruel to the animals, but it's very interesting. I don't know, look it up if that sounds cool to you. I think it's neat. Obviously, the animal abuse isn't cool, but the way it was inspired and the sort of narrative they wanted to force with Torchic's evolution line, I think is very interesting. Fave region of all time and why? Can I say Kanto? I know that's like the most basic answer, but I really like Kanto. When I was little, I didn't have any access to Earth and, you know, their television, but I did have a VCR. I had a couple tapes on it, including several episodes from the first Pokemon anime. And I just fell so in love with this world of Kanto. Fave professor of all time and why? Professor Laventon is a fucking goofball from Pokemon Legends Arceus, but he's very involved and you talk with him a lot and have a lot of interactions with him. I don't think he has the strongest personality out of all of the professors, but I think his role is the best, so I'm gonna choose him. Pop-Hub asks, are you a woman? You know, I've gotten that question a few times in various videos. Silverhawk asks, what is the secret of love? It's very easy to love someone else, to love lots of other people. You can see their flaws, sure, but you overlook them. These are people you care about. But ultimately, and I truly do believe this, you need to love yourself in order to love others fully. Now, okay, you can not love yourself and still care about others. You can still love others. I'm not invalidating that. But it's sort of like making a building. The love from within for yourself is sort of like the foundation. You can have really cool walls and windows and roofs and all that stuff, but without a solid foundation, it's going to be unstable. And I know this is a lot easier said than done for many people, myself included. It's important to remember that we're constant works in progress. So try to be kind and patient with yourself. You're the only you that you have. And besides, I mean, you know, you're the one who's gonna have to spend the most time with yourself, so you might as well enjoy the company. Alright, these next questions are from Searching the Sun. Okay, so why do we exist? Very simple, it's because our parents fucked. What's the best way to treat sadness? That's a very tough question, something that we all struggle with. After all, sadness is an emotion that everyone is going to have. And that's fine. It's normal to be sad. It's weird if you're not ever sad. I find that having a hobby that you can really sink your teeth into and be passionate about helps me a lot, as well as just talking with the people I love and care about. How we deal with our emotions is a deeply personal matter, but that's generally the things that work for me. What's your favorite color? I like different shades of purple, particularly pastel lavenders. I think those are very nice. When will I come visit you? Oh, Sunny. I visit you all the time, it's just you rarely see me. On purpose. Usually you're asleep. Finally, our last question. The Viper017 says, did you know you're my absolute favorite YouTuber that starts with a W? Oh, no, that can't be true. I mean, come on. That's very kind of you to say, but come on, I'm not that good. Also, how do you find the motivation to make content and be consistent? Consistent? I mean, it's not, I don't think...
Werg, what are you doing? You don't think anybody actually cares about these videos or watches these things, do you? Come on, go out and get a real job, you hippie.
Honestly, you should just start making Minecraft videos at this point.
It's just...
Why do you always ask what we've learned at the end of your videos when all you do is shitpost?
I mean, I'm really trying my best.
Werg looks all cute and innocent with the hearts that she wears all over, but it's all just to cover up her secret evil plans to burn the world.
But I guess maybe it's...
Why does this person have no idea how geography works?
Is that not good enough?
Werg is actually not a good person. She's vain, self-centered, horrible, and doesn't deserve good things at all. In fact, I could probably fill a whole video on why she's completely useless and pathetic and talentless and stupid and boring and has no redeeming factors whatsoever!
What did I say about the secret of love? You need a good foundation. And no matter what my inner voices tell me, how I feel like I'm never good enough, how my videos are never going to be enjoyed by people, how everyone's going to hate everything I make, I can't build a good channel if I listen to that. What was that first part of the question? That I'm your favorite YouTuber that starts with a W? Thank you, Viper. That really means a lot to me.